All right, guys, I'm going to take a look at HIVE Blockchain. This is a cryptocurrency mining company. It's a Canadian company, but it is duly listed on the TSX and on the NASDAQ. It just listed on the NASDAQ recently. It was on the OTC markets previously, but now it's listed on the NASDAQ. Let's take a look. We're going to take a look at the Canadian side right here. Now, it's at a critical support area. And you see this critical support area from a while ago. This heads back to December 2020. All right. So 7 months, 8 months ago. And it held this area. And you could see those lower wicks of buying the dip on the weekly. And it kept bouncing off of those areas. And the bulls were showing strength and buying those dips. So that's a good sign. We essentially have a triple bottom on the weekly here, right around our critical support area. Okay, now what we're looking for is to continue this higher weekly low pattern, because we set a higher low this week compared to last week, and last week higher low compared to the week before. We want to see this trend continue. Anywhere you could buy around last week's low is probably a clear entry area, and you could put a stop loss below to protect your funds just in case the trade doesn't go your way. This isn't financial advice. I'm just saying some thoughts. Now, what's interesting is take a look here. We had this tightening pattern, a little bit of a pennant, kept bouncing off of this clear support area and also rejecting this clear resistance area. Now, we broke out of that recently. Big gap up on high volume, showing strength. This is a breakaway gap, I believe. We pulled back. We're retesting that area as a support. So ideally, bulls want to hold this previous resistance area as a support area. We got the lower wick of buying the dip today. We're overextended to the downside because the red line's up there, the 4-week moving average. We're still bullish on the MACD, but we are getting a bit of a curve. We're not overbought at all. We're just mildly below 50 RSI. A bit of a volume spike today could suggest that's the temporary bottom for now. Ideally, bulls just want this to be a higher low because it's at a low, high, higher low, higher high, possible higher low, and then hopefully straight to a higher high or to a lower high and then consolidate in an equilibrium. That's the ideal scenario for the bulls. Hold this area, hold this higher low from last week, and then next week, a green week, to that middle weekly Bollinger Band, and then show strength and eventually bust through that middle weekly Bollinger Band and head back up to the upper Bollinger Band, which could see HIVE in the $5+ mark Canadian. Again, if this continues. Obviously, bulls want to hold this support. If they break back below, that would be a negative sign, and it could head lower. Most definitely want to hold this lower support level. This upper support level is an ideal scenario that the bulls continue to hold that, but most definitely want to hold this lower support level. So that's what we're looking at on both bullish and bearish sides potentially. This could be a large cup and handle on the monthly chart. Let's take a look on the US side. Similar. Okay, and it was trading on the US side for a while, just on the OTC market. Possible large cup and handle. Okay, but right now it's overall, this longer term trend at the moment is still pretty bearish. So you want to watch that weekly. You want to watch that daily. You want to watch those support levels that I added in there on the Canadian ticker. It's somewhere up here. And that's what you're looking for. So any news pertaining to this company? Let's take a look. HIVE Blockchain. HIVE Blockchain, yes, they just started trading on the NASDAQ. HIVE strengthens GPU arsenal with $66 million NVIDIA buy. So they bought a lot of GPUs, and NVIDIA is apparently going to deliver them over the rest of the year. Okay, so that's some good news. But obviously, this is the thing here is that while this chart looks okay and it wants to hold this support area, the determining factor is also the crypto market. And the crypto market needs to be doing well in order for HIVE Blockchain to be doing well. But I do believe Hive is broadening their scope a bit, and they actually want to create data centers to host information and stuff. I actually think that was in the NVIDIA article that we're just looking at. So if they do that, they can expand their horizon and not fully rely on cryptocurrency prices to keep them afloat. And I was actually thinking, yeah, what if cryptos don't do that well? How will companies like Hive pivot towards another direction? And right there, data centers, information center, whatever it is, I'm sure they could find other uses for all that computer power. Bitcoin, just taking a look quick here, holding on to this support area. Overall longer term trend, not looking so great. Trying to pull a similar thing to Hive. Because if you look at Hive, it has that similar formation. But Hive already started bouncing, whereas Bitcoin hasn't. So is this a sign for things to come in the crypto market? It's possible. So keep your eyes on both. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great night. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and please like and comment if you can, because that's going to help the YouTube algorithm and help get my videos out there and motivate me to make more. Thanks.